Hey guys, what's going on? Dad and Pap just took off to the field to rake and bale some alfalfa that we had laying. And I'm going to go take the 22 and hook up to the bale wagon and start hauling some bales off. Before I get going, we got a calf to feed. The first cow here this morning. Here, get the colostrum into it. Get questions sometimes, you know, why we plant so late. Well, right here's a prime example. You can't always just go to the field. We got cattle to take care of. We're dairy farmers. We got plenty of chores to do in the morning before we can just take off and go to the field. So that sets us back. Unlike crop farmers that can go plant or whatever and don't have to worry about milking cows or anything like that. So yeah, that's what sets us dairy farmers apart. We got to take care of our cattle before we can get the crops in. These three here are my cows. This one here's still a heifer yet. She's gonna have her first calf here soon. And then Annabelle here, she had her calf a while ago and we weaned them. And then Fireball, my first ever cow heifer I bought, she's had her third calf, another heifer out here running with them. So that's kind of neat having all three of them here together. And I have a heifer and a steer in the shed down there I'm gonna be showing this year. But here's the fresh cow. Probably a third or fourth lactation cow, real good cow. Looks like we got ourselves another heifer calf. We've been having heifer calves, a streak of heifer calves lately. Haven't had a bull calf for probably going on a couple weeks here now. A lot of times with dairy cattle, the calves won't get up and nurse off their mother, so they're not getting the colostrum from their mother, getting the good nutrients into them. And you only have a little window to get that colostrum into them, get that good nutrients into them, antibodies and stuff to keep them from getting sick, or they'll get E. coli and all kinds of bad stuff like that. And a lot of times they don't make it if you don't get colostrum into them, because after so long there's a little pocket in their stomach where that goes, and it'll close up after the calf gets so old. So you only have a certain amount of time to get the colostrum into them. So we're going to do that right now. Well, there's one load. Many more to come yet. It's now later on in the evening here. We got all the bales hauled off. We got around 140 some, I believe. My dad's loading them on the wrapper right now, the custom wrappers here. I just unhooked the 22 from the bale wagon, hooked it up to the hay tedder. Got a small piece of grass hay that my pap mowed this morning when he was mowing the rest of the alfalfa down. That I'm gonna ted out quick. A little bit of an air going tonight, help dry it out. And then tomorrow it'll be nice and spread out until the afternoon after we get all the other silage hay done. So we've got to be wrapping. Should be able to move on to that piece of dry hay, and it'll be nice and dry to bale up. It's just this small strip here we call a 3/4 piece. It's grass hay. Then the rest of this here is alfalfa. We're gonna actually be taking this off. We got new alfalfa coming down there. If you've seen that video of me seeing the new alfalfa, so we're gonna be switching the strips out here at this farm this year. But this field here always stays in grass. We have all of our first cutting alfalfa laying on the ground right now, and after that we'll have to move on to grass hay, which we'll dry bale all that. It usually don't take as long because we're not having to haul it off right away and wrap it, but you do have to give it some time to dry though. A lot of times ted it too. So we're setting the tedder down here. You gotta manually crank the thing down to do that. You want to just skim the ground so it picks the hay up, but you don't want it too far down that it's picking dirt up too. I like to try to get the corn in the ground this week. Like the rest of this week's supposed to be nice, so get this hay cleaned up and focus on the corn a little bit more. We got over the whole piece here. I think it was well worth it. It's definitely dry, but if you look right there's some green stuff that was on the bottom. I just didn't get a chance to dry because it was laying in under all the rest of the hay. Now it's all fluffed up, and there's a good air going, and I imagine it'll probably stay going tonight. Dry it out good. We'll get dew overnight, but when that sun comes up tomorrow morning, that shouldn't have any trouble drying this off, and get it rolled up and let it lay for a little bit, and I'll be able to make some dry hay out of it. That's gonna wrap up this one. Hope you enjoyed it. Remember to like and subscribe if you did enjoy the video, and catch you in the next one. Take her easy and have a good one.